shakalaka, buy Bitcoin now. Here is the reason why, and one little bump in the road. Stay tuned. What's up, everyone? Randall here from Crypto Love. Today's video, buy Bitcoin now. Here's why. Here's one little hitch in your giddy up. Before we get into it, like the video, join us on Twitter with your Crypto Love, and of course, subscribe to the OG Bitcoin and Crypto YouTube channel. That's right, this one. Now, today, look at this. Bitcoin breaking out not only of the downtrend, but also this critical price resistance level. You can see with support back here, resistance, breaking through that $90,000 level. That is big news for Bitcoin because I don't know if you guys see it, but it looks a lot like boobs to me. Did somebody say boobs? Yeah, this one's a little bit saggier than the other one, but we also call that a double bottom. And when it breaks through that confirmation point, which is right there at $90,000, guess what? There's a 97% chance for 40% gains. Sometimes the price comes back and retests that line in about 1/3 of cases, but sometimes it doesn't. Now, this happens just on the eve of retail capitulating. Pretty much everybody gave up. And that is when things turn around. Once everybody jumps off of the bandwagon, that's when things can start moving once again. History is repeating itself. Same thing we saw in 2023, 2024, and now the 2025 reversal. Seems like retail has capitulated. And it's really good news, which we'll get into kind of later. Because guess what? If you're still hanging around, if you're still hanging onto the train, it might just be the best thing ever. Now, the Bitwise CIO Matt Hugin says Bitcoin is rallying because they broke the economy, and the way they'll fix the economy is to make Bitcoin rally harder. That's right. Now, why does that make sense? Because the only way they can fix the economy is by printing more money. And guess what you can't print more of? Bitcoin. And guess what? There's only over 21 million Bitcoin. There's infinity dollars. Infinity divided by 21 million is still infinity dollars per Bitcoin. So it's getting there. It'll just take some time. Will you live long enough to see Bitcoin at infinity dollars? Now, as the price has jumped, all the shorts have been liquidated. Time to send Bitcoin to $100,000 now, or there may be this first. Right now, Bitcoin is sitting at critical levels, right around $94,000. This is the yearly open. It's trading near its yearly open, a level that once served as strong support and could now flip into key resistance. Look at this. Support many times, resistance. Could it be resistance again? I don't know. We'll have to see if Bitcoin can completely break through. But if we take a look, I mean, this could be a bottom. This could be a bottom. Could we have another bottom as it retests that and then takes off from there? Certainly possible. The next couple days will certainly tell us which direction this is going. Now, I mean, this is crazy. Now, I don't know if this stuff happens because people are expecting it to happen or if it just happens naturally and then whatever, but exactly what everybody was expecting to happen, Bitcoin following global M2 money supply, happened. It bottomed and it started climbing. And guess what? It's going to keep on climbing. And if you line these up, this would put Bitcoin at roughly $160,000 as long as they don't print any more money. But what's the chance of that happening, right? So Bitcoin has found a nice bottom here. After these bottoms that Bitcoin generally finds, we have some nice climbs in price. Could have the price going higher. Time for Bitcoin to run it back. And here is why things might be spectacular, especially if you are still in the game. There's a huge divergence between the Bitcoin price and retail interest. Price is approaching all-time highs. Not at all-time highs, but approaching all-time highs. And then if we take a look at that chart once again, retail interest is dropping off dramatically. And this is just the interest in the past year. This is not the interest comparing with like the last cycle because it is like a blip if we do that. Really right now, not many people are paying attention, but how long will it stay that way? Because guess what? Everybody has been paying attention to gold. Gold has been ripping, but we've been waiting for gold to stop. And this could be it. The wave 5 of gold could be complete. If that happens, what it appears like here, money is flowing out of gold and into Bitcoin. If this trend continues, holy freaking cow, everyone's going to be talking about Bitcoin because everyone's going to realize all of a sudden that it really is a fixed supply. Holy cow. Now, the Bitcoin long-term holders right now, you can see this has flipped into the green once again, accumulating for the first time since the local peak back here, while short-term holders capitulate. This divergence often signals an early reaccumulation phase, potentially setting up a constructive base for price recovery. Now, if we take a look at where it was the last time this happened, where we saw breaking into the green, it was still a little bit more consolidation to be had. It was still another month or so before price really took off. So this may actually give you quite an opportunity if you need to reposition yourself or whatever. It might give you a little bit of heads up before things go ripping. But if we take a look, most of the Bitcoin liquidity sitting around $100,000 right now. Should price continue, should it break through that critical level, $94,000, guess what? We'll have another short squeeze at $100,000, which could send it into new territory. 108 is a previous all-time high. We could be in price discovery zone once again should we hit that $100,000 blip. But here's the bad news. Based on history, if we take a look at the previous cycles, based on Giovanni's power law, there's a 50% chance that they all target right about here. Now, a lot of them go above there, and the price could go a lot higher than that, like $200,000-ish. But the average trend line for the beginning of next year, $125,000. Wouldn't that disappoint a lot of people if that was a cycle top? I know I would be disappointed for sure, but it's possible. Only the one thing that tells me that it's not is right now, people are very, very bearish about the market. If we take a look, 3,409 votes, will Bitcoin pass $200,000 this year? It's kind of a 50-50 coin flip right now. If it was all yes, I would say it's not going to happen. If it was all no, I would say there's a good chance it's going to happen. Right now, well, we'll leave it up to the fate of the gods, as they say. So that's all for this episode. If you enjoyed it, like the video. There's a playlist right there you might enjoy. I'll catch you later. Have a good one. Love you. Peace.
Boom. Shakalaka.
If you don't think Bitcoin's going to $1 million a coin and then $10 million a coin, you're already a loser.
From now on, if you don't own Bitcoin, you're a moron.